Hey guys, so I hope you're going well with your portraits. I've just posted up your work for weeks 10 and 11 on here. If you haven't watched the video of me explaining the task, I suggest you do so. There's the other video of how to change it to black and white. Now, remember everything's in student tasks, and I really hope you've read through that. If you've got a question, post on here. Now, your just and half face should be done. If it's not done, you need to prioritize this. Now, what I mean by done, it needs to be drawn up in line, but also have all the tone added. So, for example, I know this is not Justin, but it should be looking like these. It should have tone, it should have form, it should have color or tone within the eyes. A lot of you are not finished that, so you need to go back and spend some time on that. You can find some resources on that, how to do that. If we scroll back up to the Justin Bieber task, some instructions are found here. So we need to get this right before we start on the task. So you can see some instructions here, and you'll notice that they're my drawings from class. Okay, so instructions are there. Make sure that is done. And you're submitting it up here and submitting for feedback here. So week 9, that was when it was due, week 9, submit for feedback. Your week 9 informal task, most of you have done it. There's a few boys which I've messaged personally. Now, I'm expecting a post next week with your progress of your self-portrait. And then next term is when you submit your completed self-portrait. So I've explained that on the task. Now, let's just jump over to student tasks once again. Okay, so instructions are here of what it needs to include. This is what the finished product should look like. Some frequently asked questions. Now I just wanted to draw your attention to here. There's some good videos in here, and this one down here is good for Justin Bieber actually, on how to tone a face. How to tone a face, similar to what I was showing you there in class. Other videos, how to sketch a face. Now this one should look familiar if we click on here. Okay, so this looks familiar from class. Now I've gone and added a few things. So once you've drawn up all your construction lines, you then asked to draw the face, and then the eyes, and then the nose, and the rest. So first up your face, but if you just scroll down, I've actually added some drawings of, as you can see, some drawings of eyes. So you can see all the lovely detail that you can add in within your work. So these are drawings of eyes. You keep going down. How do we draw the nose? Where do we put it? What's made up of it? Remember our lovely page of noses down here? But then, how to draw a nose. If you want to watch tutorials, Google how to draw a nose. I can guarantee there'll be videos on YouTube. Okay, and I've done that for all the facial features of how to start with line and then add tone. So make sure you're accessing that document. So that document once again was in resources for drawing faces, and we used that there in class. We also use this one, so we've got to really remember to draw the face as per our instructions, dividing our face into 4. Eyes sit in the middle of the head. Eye line gets divided by 5. All of those lovely little things of our face line up the same as each other. So make sure you're following those instructions there. So in student tasks, you can see that I've put the instructions of all the lines across the face. And no, you're not doing a half face, you have to do the whole face. So they're the first lot of instructions, and then the second lot of instructions. I have recommended you turn your photo to black and white, even better if you can print it. If you can't, that's all good. It's much easier to draw black and white than in colour. So there's some instructions there. So look, I guess boys, by week 11, your progress post in week 11, I'd be expecting to see your line drawing drawn up of your face, the outlines of your hair, not the lines yet, and all of the details drawn in. So this post here, this slide here is just referring to drawing in lines. And please remember, we are not comic characters. We are not comic characters. We do not have thick black outlines. So make your goal by the lesson next week where I've said to submit. Let's just check when it was. The 6th of April is when we have our next lesson. That day, I'd like you to submit your progress, and that is for me just to see how you are going. I look forward to seeing how you're going, guys, and I hope that helped. And use the resources. Everything's in Student Tasks. Thanks, guys.